Morning, everybody. Wanted to follow up. We're on step 4. Step 4 of the IRPAME process is action. So action mode is really where you want to be. We did all of the first 3 steps just to get everything clear out of your head so you can focus on one thing at a time. That's when you need to really plan out your schedule, your time for the week, and it's going to coincide with the task at hand. So depending on what you have to do, you could schedule it into your calendar throughout the day, later this week, on the weekend. But it's important now that you have clarity on your action items for each of the projects, you can prioritize them, sort them, and decide which ones you're going to do first, second, third, and so forth. So really, after you've transferred all your action items to the back of the book, you want to just take a list of what you're going to do that day and get it done. Action's really important. This is really where everyone wants to be. This is the place where things get done. Oftentimes people get paralyzed depending on if they feel like this isn't what they should be doing at this time. It's happened to me. I know I overthink things sometimes. I get stuck trying to figure out, hey, is there something better I should be doing? Is this the right thing to be doing right now? And realistically, only you know the answer to that question. But you also have to trust yourself. You have to have faith that you know enough about productivity, the times you get the most stuff done, when you have time, and also prioritize what's important at what time of the day in order to make sure that you're not going to feel like you're not supposed to be doing that at that time. There's something better you could be doing. So really what action mode does for us is it allows us to clarify what are the most important things to get done that day, what are the most important things to get done throughout the week, on the weekends, or just simply what needs to get done. So that way when you do have some free time, you can go to that list, the action list, and just pick one out and say, okay, I'm gonna do this today. Typically what I like to do is I'll go to my action list and I'll pick out 2 or 3 things from that action list that I want to get done that day. I'll do that first thing in the morning. I'll wake up, have my coffee, do my affirmations, and then look at my action items and say, okay, you know what, today I want to accomplish these 3 things. Often I will accomplish at least one of those things, and guess what, if you don't accomplish all 3, that's okay, because you know that those are things you're working on. And if you only accomplish 1, hey, you did something, you're moving forward, your projects are getting done, they're advancing. This isn't something that's just remaining static. The other thing is, once you have clarity on what your action items are, you'll have to really get an understanding of, okay, what do I want to accomplish? What do I have time for? And where do I want to go with this? And so it's going to be really key to provide yourself with that clarity as you're moving forward. And action mode is really where you want to be. Can't emphasize that enough. This is probably the most powerful step in the whole process. Actually, I shouldn't say the most powerful, but it is the one that will advance you, because once you've done the first 3 and you get into action mode and you have clarity on what you got to do, then it's just a matter of getting to it. Motivating yourself, understanding what you got to do, what you got to accomplish. Really quickly, before I end this 5-minute video, I want to offer some word of advice on motivation. It's actually a book recommendation that will hopefully help you find your motivation. And the book is called The 4 Tendencies. I believe the author is Gretchen Rubin. And what you'll want to do is find out what your tendency is, and honestly, get the book. Because once you understand motivation, what motivates you, what motivates others, it'll be a lot easier to communicate with folks and communicate with yourself in order to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay, I'll leave it right there, and we'll see you on the next one.